Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rock of the Country. This is sort of a makeup video on this one because I had done the Auctioneer song a week or two ago, depending on when this posts, and the one that I downloaded said Hank Snow, and that's the one I wanted, right? But it turned out that it was Leroy Van Dyke. So I took it down. A couple folks were like, yeah, that's Leroy's version. Some of you folks who know your stuff. But this was requested originally by user dash and then a bunch of letters and numbers. And that's pretty common when you don't pick your own screen name, YouTube assigns it to you. So anyway, Leroy Van Dyke's version of the Auctioneer song. It's just for me to re-record it. So you could call this one a review because I did hear it originally. But this was done by Hank Snow, also by Gordon Lightfoot. I don't know Gordon Lightfoot's or Hank's rendition of it. I only know Leroy's, but this is officially Leroy Van Dyke's. Boop.
Hey, well, all right, sir, here we go there, and what are they going to give for 'em? I'm at $600 down here now, 10 and now, 25 and now, 35 and now, 50 now, 60, will they give me 60 now, 75, 75, another $85 on the bottom there. There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his ma when she told him he should go to school. He'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, then pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn. He'd stand and listen carefully, then pretty soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. He said, oh my, it's do or die, I've got to learn that auction cry, gotta make my mark and be an auctioneer.
Do they have Auctioneer school?
$30, will they give me 30, make it 30 bid, upon my $30, will they give me 30, who would bid a $30 bid?
Yep.
$30 bid, and now 35, will they give me 35 to make it 35 to bid a 35, who would have bid it at a $35 bid?
I might be able to get that.
As time went on, he did his best, and all could see he didn't jest. He practiced calling bids both night and day. His pap would find him behind the barn just working up an awful storm as he tried to imitate the auctioneer. Then his pap said, son, we just can't stand to have a mediocre man selling things at auction using our good name. I'll send you off to auction school, then you'll be nobody's fool. You can take your place among the best. $35 bid and I'll $40, 40, will they give me 40, make it 40 bid and I'm all $40 on, we live 40, who'd bid a $40 bid? $40 bid and now 45, will they give me 45 to make it a 45 to bid at a 45, who would have bid it at a $45 bid? So from that boy who went to school, there grew a man who played it cool. He came back home a full-fledged auctioneer. Then the people came from miles around just to hear him make that rhythmic sound that filled their hearts with such a happy cheer. His fame spread out from shore to shore. He had all he could do and more. Had to buy a plane to get around. Now he's the tops in all the land. Let Paul give that man a hand. He's the best of all the auctioneers. $45 bid and I'll $50, 50, will they give me 50, make it 50.
Going up.
$50, will they give me 50, who'd bid a $50 bid?
I didn't notice this the first time I listened to it, but in the beginning of the song, like when he first goes into like the bidding part of it, it was like I don't know if he started at 25, but it was like 30, 35, who'll give me 40, right? Now he's up to like 50 or 55. I didn't pick up on that the first time because the first time around it stopped at like 40, who'll give me 40. Then now he starts back up again at like 40, 45, 50. I wonder how high he goes in it now.
$50 bid and now 55, will they give me 55 to make it a 55 to bid a 55? I sold that home for a $50 bill.
Sold.
Hey, well, all right, sir, open the gate and let them out and walk 'em, boys. Here we come on lot number 29 in. What are they going to give for 'em? I'm at 25 to get 35 and now the 50, make it 50 bid wrong, 50 now 60, will they give me 60 now 75 and now 85 and now 95, 100 now 25 and now 50, 75 and now 2 and now 3 and now 4 and now 5 and now 6 and now 7 now $800 on the bottom there.
He went to 900. I didn't catch that the first time around, but he went to 900, so he got good, and he became the best one ever. He went to school. His father didn't want him wrecking the family name, so he sent him to auctioneer school. And but I remember thinking the first time I reacted to this one, it at high class auctions, if you want to call it, like Sotheby's or Christie's, when they're auctioning off Rembrandts and you know, $150-year-old bottles of wine, cases that are in the hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars or whatever. Do they talk like this there too? Like, who give me 1.2 million, 1.2 million, 1.25 million, 1.25 million? Like, do they do it that way? Or is it a little bit more like supposedly classy instead of the up-tempo? But the other thing I remember thinking, and I thought it again during this one, was cultures develop, subcultures develop their own affectations and their own styles, if you will. There was a time when the sing-songy way of auctioneering didn't exist, because there was a time when there was a first auction somewhere. And it wouldn't have been this. You wouldn't have developed into the sing-songy way of doing it. You would have been up there just saying, okay, $25, okay. Bill gives us $25. Can I get $26 from someone? Jane, $26, right? But over time, and then, so one guy was the first sing-songy person, guy or girl, I don't know how it all started. And then someone else was like, I kind of like that. And then over time, this call, it would have taken a while though. And now it's a thing where if you don't do it, you're just not looked at as legit. So, all right, use it. And that's fun. I actually think I could get this cadence. The first time I heard the song, I'm like, I don't think I could get that. It's sort of like REM's song, It's the End of the World as We Know It. And that song, even when I have the lyrics, I keep trying and I get close to getting it, but that's way faster and longer. The lines and stanzas are longer. I think I could get this over time, but I liked it. And the fact, I think this is the original, right? Hank Snow covered Leroy's version, I think. So I'm going to rate this based on the fact that this was an original. And the number that popped into my head was a 9.1. I don't remember what I gave the other one that I did, but this one strikes me. That's what number popped into my head, so I'm going with it. It was just a fun song. So there we go. All right. Anybody who requested that one or who enlightened me to the fact that the first time around it wasn't Hank, it was Leroy, thank you for that correction. I don't like getting things wrong. Even if I didn't have any way of knowing it was wrong, really, but now I do. All right, guys, have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.